What's up, everybody? This is Rafnum here, and I just wanted to take a little time to talk about YouTube channels in general and people's perception on what works and what doesn't. Nobody really knows what works and what doesn't. What works for one person and won't work for the next person. Everybody's personality is different. Everybody's style of play is different. Style of comedy is different. Style of just anything. Everybody is different. And say you're trying to emulate what somebody else did. One, you're going to get a reputation for copying other YouTubers, and two, it's unless you're better at it than the person you're copying, which is not very likely, because most likely you're trying to copy somebody who's been doing it for years and years and years, and they have their following and the people like the way that they do it. That's why they have the following that they have. It's not going to work as well as theirs, so you won't be as successful as them. So trying to copy somebody, trying to do what they do, it's not going to work as well, because you're getting to the game late as opposed to the person that you're following. However, everybody is different, and there are going to be people out there that like what you do as opposed to what other people do. So don't try to emulate what other people do. Also, this is something that's been happening to me recently. I've been having a lot of people come to my channel or look at my channel and try to tell me that I should be doing this or I should be doing that. I should be doing like tips and tricks for gameplays and stuff like that. That's not what I do. I'm not a walkthrough guy. I'm not a tips and tricks guy, because I enjoy playing the games. I don't enjoy making content for the sake of putting on information. I enjoy making content for the sake of entertainment. That's what I enjoy. And a lot of people, they don't necessarily like to play games. They like to watch games. They like to watch people play games. There's an audience out there that prefers watching people play games to actually playing the games themselves. And it, like, for instance, for me, there's a lot of games out there that personally I wouldn't want to play them, because they're not my kind of game that I would enjoy playing. But they're really fun to watch other people play. That's why the games that I do play, I make it a point not to watch anybody else play them, because that is spoilers for me. Granted, my videos can be kind of long, which probably puts off quite a few people. But at the same time, I'm doing this all by myself, so sometimes, like, what I perceive as being something that is cool and entertaining isn't going to be as cool and entertaining to somebody else. But the YouTube channel is, I mean, if you're doing YouTube, you're doing content to try to entertain people, yes, and you want to build an audience, yes, and you want to sell yourself out there, yes. But in the long run, if you're not doing something that you like to do, you're going to hate it, and you're not going to want to continue to do it. And so for other people to come in and tell you what your content should be, don't listen to them. Just don't. Because listening to other people tell you what you should do, unless it's something that you like to do, or if they give you tips or tricks on different ways you can edit your videos to add a little more flair to it, like they help you with your audio, because maybe your audio sounds fuzzy or poppy or something like that. Things like that, that's great. But telling you the kind of content you should put on your channel, telling you the kind of narration you should give, if it's not you and it's not your style, it's not going to work. It doesn't matter if it's the best way to put out a video or not. If it's not you and it's not the way you do things, it's not gonna work. So don't let people tell you what kind of content to put on your channel. The kind of content you put on your channel should be stuff that you like to do and that you want to do. And yeah, your channel may not grow very fast. My channel's not growing very fast. I'm at 53 subscribers right now. I've been doing this since November of 2019. It is now September 11th of 2020, and I'm at 53 subscribers. That is a pretty small growth in subscribers. I had one stream where my channel blew up pretty big. I went from having like 8 subscribers to 40. And since then, I've kind of died down again. But again, that's also because the way that I'm doing things, there's a lot of people doing things the way that I do them. And the people that have found my channel enjoy my channel and they watch my channel. But again, I do kind of long gameplays, and there is an audience for that, but there's also a lot of people out there that are doing that kind of stuff. And the fact that I do gameplays means my channel is going to grow slower, because there are so many people out there that are already established that do those kinds of gameplays. But when people find my channel, they tend to like it because I'm true to myself. I don't pretend. I don't put on a character or anything like that. What you see is me. And that's what people are going to look for. They're going to look for people that are genuine and like what they're doing. So if you're looking to try to be successful on YouTube, don't listen to other people. Do what you like to do, and get a group of people together that are willing to support you and help you, not tell you what you should be doing and shouldn't be doing. Because all that does is you start putting content out there on your channel that you're not really that into. Don't let other people dictate your channel or what you do. And it's not just with YouTube, that's with anything. Don't let other people dictate your life. If you like to do something, do it. As long as it's not harmful to you or anybody else, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do it. Don't go out there, shooting up a building because you enjoy shooting up a building. That would be absolutely horrible, because you're hurting people. I'm talking about, like, if your family's a bunch of doctors and they expect you to be a doctor, but you don't want to be a doctor. You want to be a cook. Go be a cook. Don't let other people dictate what you do with your life. As long as you're not hurting anybody, there's nothing wrong with being you. So be you. For YouTube, being you is putting the kind of content out that you like to do, that you enjoy. Because again, like I said, if you're not doing what you like to do, you're not going to want to do it. And your channel is going to feel like a burden more than it for me, it's fun. I like to do it. Yeah, the video editing can be a little bit of a pain in the butt sometimes because I do it all myself, and because of the amount of recording time the amount of time that I spend recording my videos, I record up to 4 hours of gameplay at one time. Most people out there that are selling themselves as being video editors don't want to go through 4 hours of video to edit it into chunks of, like, I try to break it down into episodes. I do 4 hours of recording, and then I break it down to, I try to find a good place where it feels right to cut the episode there. That's why the videos are such differing lengths, because you go through and you're looking for that good spot to cut it, where it doesn't feel like you're forcing it here, or it doesn't feel awkward to cut it here and then continue it on there. So that's why a lot of my videos are cut at the end of a cutscene, because there's a little bit of it fades to black a little bit, and then it gets back into the game. So that's why I do the editing that I do, because it's easier. And also, like I said, the way that I like to do things is I like to show you guys what I'm doing, and unless it's like I'm doing a whole bunch of running and there is literally nothing going on, I'm gonna leave almost everything in there, because I'm talking, I'm finding stuff, because, you know, yeah, I'm not intending my videos to be walkthroughs, but I may find stuff that people are like, oh, that's where that is. I mean, if I'm playing games that you like to play and I find things that you didn't, good. Then you know where things are, and you can go back and get them. But I try to do it in an entertaining way rather than it just being a walkthrough of, okay, you want to find all of the little toys from Doom, the little Doom guy figures. These are all the locations. That's kind of boring to me, doing videos like that. For me, I don't like watching those kinds of videos. I prefer to have that in text, because when you're watching the video, sometimes it's like, well, that level looks like this level, and they don't really tell you what level it is. It's just a video where they run to the area, or that area of this level looks like this area of this level, so you're sitting there running around. It can take you longer, whereas if you do it in text form, you can actually do a detailed description of where to go and what you need to do. And a lot of those videos, they leave out things that you need to do to get to the areas that you need to be. Like, I was playing Doom, and in the first level of Doom, the 2016 Doom, there's a secret room, and I knew there was a secret room. It's on the map. I mean, it's there. It shows it on the map, but it's locked, and you can't figure out. I couldn't figure out how to open it. And I'm sitting there running around all over the place. I looked for walkthroughs, and it just says pull the lever in this area. I'm like, what? There's no lever in this area. It took me about 3 hours to finally find it myself. That's why I don't like doing walkthroughs and stuff like that, because you'll have people that will watch the walkthrough and still not, you know, it's people expect walkthroughs to be pretty quick, walkthrough videos, and sometimes you can't be quick with a walkthrough. So that's why I prefer it in gameplay format, so that way you get a feel for what's going on, because like you may come into a walkthrough and be like, why is he doing that? Because you missed the last 30 minutes of me doing something that puts me in that situation. I find it more entertaining to watch people do the whole thing rather than just watching the walkthrough. And if I'm going to try to find a walkthrough, I try to find a text walkthrough, not a video. So I've had several people tell me that I should do those kind of things. I should do tips and tricks. I should do lists, like things you didn't know about this game, that game, which that works for some people. It does. I mean, the game theorist is one that I know. They do the game theory stuff where they speculate on things. Then you have there's a ton of channels out there that do 10 outside Xbox and outside Extra. They constantly do 7 things, the 7 things, the 7 bosses that seemed impossible to beat that were actually really easy. 7 bosses you could avoid. You know, there are tons of channels out there that do stuff like that, and that's not my thing. I don't like doing that kind of thing. I like making entertainment content where I like playing the games to entertain you guys, not to um, sit here and be like, well, this is where you find this and this is where you find this. If you use this, you'll have an easier time. I'm an entertainer. That's basically what I'm saying. And I appreciate people giving their input on my channel on what I should and shouldn't be doing. But I also need people to understand that I'm me and I do things my way because it's entertaining for me, and it's entertaining for a lot of you out there that are watching my channel. You guys obviously watch my channel for a reason. And if I were to suddenly start doing something that I don't do currently, that is weird, that is not something that I enjoy, you're gonna know, because you see my energy level when I'm playing a lot of games. Yeah, I may not give the greatest commentary. I may get quiet sometimes, but it's because I'm concentrating on the game, and a lot of the games I play, there's so much story to them that I feel like if I were to be talking constantly through the entire thing, I'm taking away from the story of the game and making the game more about me than I am about the game. Because you're there to watch, yes, you're there to watch me playing the game and get my take on the game, which I do my best to give you my impressions of the game and how I'm feeling about the game. But at the same time, you're also there to watch the game and get the story and go through the story with me. You don't want to be sitting there, just watching me be a complete ass and ignore the story and stuff like that. It's just you watch games to go through the experience with the player, and that's what I do. So again, thank you guys for your input, but I do things the way that I do them because that's how I want to do them, and that's what I enjoy. As Lyric just said, thank you for your input, but no thank you. I'm going to continue to do things the way that I like to do them, and if it means my channel doesn't grow that big, that means my channel doesn't grow that big. Honestly, as long as I'm entertaining the people that are watching my channel that enjoy my content, that's great. And if more people find my channel and enjoy my content, that's even better. Would I like for my YouTube channel to be big? Absolutely. I would love to be a big YouTuber. I would love it. Do I need it? Not really. No. So I'm not going to force it by putting out content that I don't enjoy. And that's how everybody should be, especially if they're doing a YouTube channel. Don't do things you don't enjoy, because people will know. People will know that you don't enjoy what you're doing. So don't do things you don't enjoy and put it on your channel. Make sure you're having fun and doing what you like. That's why so many YouTube channels do change over the years. They generally change slowly, but as you grow older, your interests change, and as more games come out, more consoles come out, and stuff like that, the style of games change. Like when I was growing up, it was the NES and the Super NES, these 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit games. Now we've got 3D stuff that almost looks real. Things change, so yeah, some YouTube channels will change over time, but that's because they're trying to continue to do what they enjoy, but still be entertaining to you guys. So yes, YouTube channels may change over time, but hopefully you guys, the core fans of those channels will always be there, because they enjoy the entertainment value that the person brings, and they enjoy watching the person enjoy themselves, rather than always doing things the same way with every game that is out there that's possible. But anyways, that's all the time I've got for right now. And as always, be yourself. Do what you love. And keep your head up. And keep moving forward. This is Rafnum, signing off.